Hi, I'm Liz Crosby. I'm a yoga instructor at Cal Poly Recreation Center, and I'll be going over Chaturanga Dandasana, the four-limbed staff pose. You can use 2 blocks if you've got them, and if you have a blanket, that's also beneficial. If you are not working on a wood floor, if you have a carpeted floor, you can use a baking sheet or plastic plates. It's definitely a challenge to be working at home, but I have some really epic downloads for you. So find what works best for you, or if you don't have any props at all, you should still be able to glean something from this tutorial. So meet me in dolphin pose. From dolphin pose, so forearms to the ground, tuck your toes, hips rise up and back. Basically like a downward facing dog pose, but with the forearms grounded. We'll do a few dolphin push-ups just to warm up the spine. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Inhale as you roll the spine forward into your forearm plank. Pause and hold. Exhale to press it up and back. Dolphin. Inhales to roll it forward. Exhale, press it up and back. Once more, roll it forward. Pause and hold. Protract the shoulder blades. Lift the space up in between. Hips lower into your Sphinx pose. Broaden across the collarbones. Drop right ear towards right shoulder. Let chin with your chest, left ear, left shoulder. Breathing into the cervical spine. Then walk the hands to the outer edges of the mat. Lift up onto your fingertips and spread the elbows wide. Lift your chest up. Drop right shoulder, gaze over your left. Inhale through center, exhaling to twist. Moving from side to side. Pausing wherever you feel a good stretching sensation. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Just opening up the shoulder girdle before we begin. Back through the center as you inhale. Exhale to slowly release the spine back down. And hands come behind the back, interlace. Press the palms together, massage your sacrum with your knuckles, and now reach the hands back behind you, straighten through both the arms. Spiral the inner thighs up towards the ceiling, float the feet up, tuck the chin and re-extend out through crown. So here is the staff part, right? Chaturanga is 4-limbed. So we're gonna add the 4 limbs in just a moment, but maintain that staff-like energy straight through crown chakra. You can even tuck the chin and re-extend out through crown. From here, release the interlace, hands slide underneath shoulder blades, tuck your toes, press down through the big toe mounts, press down through the palms, and then rise up through Chaturanga, plank, downward facing dog pose. So now we've done Chaturanga 1 time, lowering the forearms back down to the mat, 1 at a time or both at the same time. Maybe you hover the forearms down to the mat. Again, kind of teasing those imprinter muscles. From here, instead of a dolphin push-up, try to keep the bend, the 90-degree angle in both of your arms as you roll forward into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift heels, bend knees, roll forward Chaturanga. And of course, you can add your Urdhva Mukha, exhale, Adho Mukha, Svanasana. That one's tricky, so feel free to skip. Lower the knees to the mat. All right, let's incorporate the blocks. Blocks are our friends. It's all about attention to detail. So we'll start with the blocks on their highest settings. And of course, the hands are going to go behind the blocks. Now, as you lower through Chaturanga, do not let your shoulders touch the blocks. One of the most common errors in Chaturanga is the rounding of the upper spine and the hunching of the shoulders forward. Again, this is lack of core engagement, which we imprinted in Shalabhasana Locust. So you draw the shoulder blades together and down the back and keep this architecture in your shoulder girdle as you lower. Wrap the elbows in, don't let them flare out wide. All right, so here we go. Hands plant behind the blocks, highest settings. Tuck the toes, hips rise up and back. Now roll the spine forward into your plank pose. As you lower, shift the weight of the shoulders forward. Hug the elbows in towards the side bodies. Don't let the shoulders touch the blocks. Slide both feet back simultaneously. Flip to the bridges of the feet. Inhale, pull chest forward. Exhale, roll over the toes. Hips rise up and back. Downward facing dog pose. Knees back down to ground. So one more block exercise. Again, it's all about the attention to the detail. Block can come medium setting now. Don't let your chest touch the block. So it's so easy to dump, and this will prohibit you from dumping all of that weight forward, and it will imprint the engagement of the back core. So here we go again. Tuck toes, hips rise up and back, downward facing dog pose. Lift heels, bend knees, roll the spine forward into your plank pose. Exhale to lower through chaturanga, and don't let your chest touch the block. And then watch the feet. I'm sliding the feet back to flip. Inhale, pull chest forward. Broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, roll over toes. Hips rise up and back. Downward facing dog pose. Knees to mat. Take a little breather. Done with the blocks for now. So I absolutely love arm balances for building the upper body strength. Hopefully you're feeling like your arms are getting a little bit of a workout, and that again is another reason why chaturanga is one of the most misaligned postures. People don't take the time to imprint these muscles that are crucial for maintaining the structural integrity of the posture. So last thing, we'll close with this, is the Bakasana to Chaturanga. And I did another tutorial on Bakasana on purpose, so you could combine these two tutorials. And this is one of the funnest transitions. So I'm gonna give you guys the secret for achieving this transition that is seemingly impossible. When you see it happen in a class, all of a sudden it's just, you're completely enchanted and mystified. How did that yogi do that? Well, here it is. So you're going to roll up your mat. Blanket comes back behind. All right, step onto the blanket, and you can take a little malasana squat, right? Wrap the elbows in, knees come high up and in towards the armpits. Lean weight forward. If you want to, a little review from the Bakasana tutorial, see if you can float one or both feet up, and then gently set the feet onto the blanket, slide the blanket back, and there you are in Chaturanga. Inhale, peel chest forward. Exhale, slide blanket up and in. So you can work that however long you like. It's always nice to have a refresher. And if you want to, you can stay here. Slide forward and back. Main thing is when you shoot the feet back, gaze straight forward, not down at the floor. Straight forward, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So when you do decide you've built up enough infrastructure to attempt without the blanket, remember to bring that gaze directly forward and shoot the head forward simultaneously with the feet. All right, super fun. So hope you enjoyed that little Chaturanga Dandasana tutorial. And always feel free, right? If you feel the shoulders start to hunch forward, lower those knees first. Build the strength in integrity, right? So that you don't create misalignments, which can develop into repetitive stress injuries over time, right? Work smarter, not harder. So enjoy your practice, and we'll see you on your yoga mat. Namaste.